Hey, good day. Thank you for turning into my channel. I greatly appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. Please hit like and subscribe if you like the videos I've been putting out here lately. Hit the little bell too. That will help notify you when I've posted a new video, although I seem to be doing it about daily here of late. Today's video is in response to the information that came out yesterday of the impeachment process pushing forward. So here's my thoughts on that issue. Nancy Pelosi announced yesterday that they're going to move forward with articles of impeachment, which brings up a vote in the House and guarantee that vote's going to go through. I'm pretty positive the representative for my district, Earl Blumenauer, who absolutely despises Trump, he's going to vote yes in spite of the fact that there's no facts that they are proceeding forward with. So anyway, that is going to proceed forward. Then it will end up in the Senate, where I'm pretty positive it's not going to go anywhere there. The trial will come out, will prove the fact that there was no facts to what they're accusing the president of, and ultimately this will end up dead. And I believe that based off of history, that them proceeding with this will lead to a more than likely an increase in senators that are Republican, and more than likely going to flip the House back to Republican control for the next 2 years at least. And then we're going to see more than likely the president get reelected, and which would be a good thing for the country, but this is not a good thing that the country's going through, that these guys are pushing this false narrative that Trump bribed, committed treason. I mean, they've stated everything: bribery, quid pro quo, bullying, if you would. They haven't quite landed on what he's done wrong, and the reason for that is because there was no wrongdoing done, and this whole process has been pretty much just a kangaroo court of what I said in one of my previous videos of the Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I heard from somebody who heard from somebody who heard from somebody who heard from somebody else. I heard from somebody else. I heard from somebody else. And nobody's got the facts. And when they actually brought up people who were there, who testified, who actually spent time before Trump, it comes down to they presumed, and not that that's what Trump said. And when we look at the transcript of the phone call in the first place, it's quite obvious that he's asking them to investigate the corruption, which looks to be U.S. involvement with Ukraine, and that it wasn't a demand, that it wasn't you do this or you're not going to get that. And the Democrats are just scared to death, I believe, that Trump is going to become elected president again. And more importantly, I think they're pushing this forward because they are scared to death of losing their seats from the extreme left that is really starting to control the Democratic Party. And they're afraid that if they don't proceed with this, that they won't get reelected next time around. And my hope is they won't get reelected this next time around. Unfortunately, we have extreme districts of California and New York and your bigger cities like Austin and Houston, and those here in Oregon and Seattle that are just controlled so heavily by Democrats that those people are obviously going to keep their seats, unfortunately. And some of these people are about as old as dirt is sitting in those seats, and they've just done bad deal after bad deal after bad deal. I mean, just look at Earl Blumenauer. I mean, that guy he's a fruitcake who rides his bicycle. Not there's anything wrong with riding a bicycle, because I used to race bicycles, but these are the best that we have to offer to put into our representatives in Oregon. No, I'm pretty positive we can do much better than those people that are there that are proceeding with this impeachment based off of lies, allegation, hearsay, and perception. So that's a bad day for America. But what we did see, and I don't know if you caught wind of this, is Al Green yesterday got up and he basically was stating that Trump will get reelected and we're just going to continue down this path of impeachment. Should Trump be elected president again, we're just going to continue down the path we've been doing all along. And so what's he getting at? They're going to keep trying to drum up fake charges against. Should Trump get reelected, you've got Al Green from Houston. I feel so sorry for the people of Houston having this guy represent them, saying that we'll just keep making up charges. We're going to keep drumming up false allegations, and we're going to keep him wrapped up the best that we possibly can with allegations and hearsay and lies and accusing and continuing to try and do impeachment upon impeachment. And I say, let them, because all it's doing is making them all look absolutely stupid. And for them to continue to show up on news sites and doing interviews. For instance, the representative of New York, Hakeem Jeffries, I believe is his name, goes on air and continues to pitch this narrative of the wrongdoings that the president has done. And all they're doing is continuing to make themselves look like a bunch of fools. They're continuing to push this allegation that he bribed the president of Ukraine, that he committed this quid pro quo, that he forced them to do this, he withheld back funds that were much needed to Ukraine. And, the story just keeps going on and on and on. And it's the same old story that has no factual base. But, the Democrats are standing on and making their stand upon this flimsy rock. Or should we say, making their stand upon the sand. And I don't know how many of you know the biblical story, but this is the case that it really seems to be. They are building their house upon the sands, and when the rains come, the sand washes away and it destroys the house. They are not building their house upon the rock, the firm foundation, so that when the rains come and the storm comes and the rains come, the waters come, the rock still stays, the house still stands. And that's not what they're doing. And in this case, using this example, the rock would be the facts to the story, actually presenting facts that Trump literally did something wrong. And should he, or if he had, I guarantee you there would be Republicans who would not be on Trump's side at this moment. And the House wouldn't be divided like it currently is, where there's only Democrats pushing for impeachment and there's no Republicans that are in support of it. So what they should be doing is, if they really want to get rid of him, they need to look for facts. Because, we had the 2 years of Mueller, came up with nothing. Whether it was Russian collusion, whether it was obstruction of justice, there was nothing. And the reports didn't support it. Granted, the Mueller report somewhat kind of supported some obstruction of justice, but it was ruled as no, there wasn't any. And so now we've got this Ukraine narrative, which is a big nothing burger as well. And they're building their house upon the sand. And the storm's going to come and it's going to crumble. And hopefully, based off history, it will cause a flip in the House and a flip in the Senate. In other words, more seats will be gained on the Republican side in the Senate and more seats will be gained on the Democrat side in the House, and hopefully the Republicans will take control of the House so that we don't have to put up with 2 more years of this same impeachment garbage that has been going on since day one of his presidency. So those are my thoughts. Please leave your comments below. I will take a look at them when I can, and I greatly appreciate you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Please hit the subscribe button that I'll put up over here and hit like as well. That would be greatly appreciated. If you disliked the video, give me a thumbs down. Just tell me what your thoughts are. I greatly appreciate your time. It does mean a lot to me, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. God bless. Merry Christmas, and take care.